Hi, it's Lisa Van Gamert from giftedguru.com, and I want to share with you the amazing goodness that is offered by the Library of Congress that teachers can use for free. And if you're a homeschooling parent, there is so much here. It's literally a national treasure. So, this is the main site of the Library of Congress. The website is LOC for Library of Congress.gov. And when you go to the page, this is what you see. If you scroll down, you can click on different areas that are responsive to different types of people. And I'm going to focus here on what they offer for teachers. So if you click on teachers, then you will come to this site. It's not quite as pretty, but it's got great function. You can also navigate here directly by going to loc.gov/teachers. When you get here, you can search for classroom materials that are offered by the library by standards. So you can click by Common Core if you live in a Common Core state. If you live in a different state, or if you want to look for standards that are not necessarily connected to the core, like you teach social studies and there aren't Common Core standards for that, you can click your state, you click your grade level, and then you search. And then it will pull up for you the number of the standard in the left-hand column. It will spell out the standard in the center column. And then in the right-hand column, you will see what resources that the library offers responsive to that standard. So for instance, in this standard, use maps to trace significant migrations and analyze their results. They have 19 materials. They have 2 primary source sets, 3 lesson plans, 11 presentations, and 3 collection connections. And so you can search that no matter where you live and no matter what you teach, you can usually find something that the library offers. You can also search by organization. So for example, in 6th grade, then they have 2 different organizations whose standards they have things responsive to. In 3rd grade, then I can search, like for language arts, I could search National Council of Teachers of English standards for 3rd grade language arts. So what if you want to find in other 3rd grade ones, they have um, library and technology standards and social studies standards. So it depends on what grade level, which standards that they offer. So you can search by them as well. So to me, that's one of the most helpful things that the library offers are all of these classroom materials that are completely free and even copyright free. They do like attribution, but the fact is that the government has paid for it and we are the government. And so it's already been paid for by your tax dollars. They also offer professional development, and there are a couple of different options for you here. So you can download and facilitate professional development that they have specific to things related to the library, like using primary source documents in class and stuff like that. In the PD videos, you can watch short videos on how to use resources and teach using primary sources in the classroom, which is really great. They have a number of webinars and workshops, and then they have these fantastic summer teacher institutes. These are week-long, free institutes held at the library. So you can go to the library for a whole week. It's really incredible. The application periods end in the spring, so keep an eye on that if you're interested. So all of this is what they offer teachers. It's really fantastic. They also have this Ask a Librarian feature where you can ask a librarian a question. So if even a student is researching something and is stuck, they can email a librarian at the Library of Congress. You are not going to get the Librarian of Congress, but you will get a librarian at the Library of Congress. It's really amazing. One of the things that's great about the library is that it's responsive to contemporary activities and events. So I'm recording this in March. It's Women's History Month, and so they have all of this stuff for women's history. But it's also, um, it's also St. Patrick's Day, and so they're going to have Irish American stuff. So if you're looking for something cool to do for St. Patrick's Day, then there are some wonderful resources here. So if it were the World Series, you would see stuff on baseball. They're really responsive to what's going on. Also at the library, but with a different URL, is the center of the book or the center for the book in the library. And the URL for this is read.gov. At read.gov, you're going to find so many resources. They have books and related information for kids, teens, adults, and then educators or parents. If you click on educators or parents, you will see all kinds of stuff. here's a whole section on the primary resources for The Great Gatsby, um, To Kill a Mockingbird, Mark Twain, The Wizard of Oz, The Grapes of Wrath, The Harlem Renaissance. Just absolutely incredible stuff. However, that's just the beginning. They have author webcasts. These are things that they record at the National Book Festival. Scott Turow, John Sheshka. I mean, just amazing stuff. R.L. Stein, Achebe, Allende. I mean, just is unbelievable. David Baldacci. So you will be able to find they Jan Brett. I mean that. So you'll be able to find children's authors talking about all kinds of different stuff, and you can watch them. And you can show them Jane Goodall. You can show them in your class John Grisham, um, Stephen King, like all these amazing authors. Just go through Stephanie Meyer, the Twilight author, speaking. So, Walter Mosley, so many amazing authors. So, you can watch those webcasts all together. You can get information on their Letters About Literature contest. And even though this is open to a narrow range of students, then you may be able to, even if your students don't participate at the library level, you may be able to do it in your own classroom. But you just, if you are interested in the Letters About Literature contest, just click the state you're from. Let's say you're from Mississippi, click go, and it will give you the information on when it's due. So it's for students in grades 4 through 12. But if you teach third grade, you could practice, right? There are so many resources here. Do yourself a favor and poke around read.gov and see what they offer. There is so much, and all of it is free. Um, all of it is free, and all of it is quality. So, again, whether you are at loc.gov or read.gov, you will find tons to share with your students, whether you're teaching in a typical school or whether you're a homeschooling parent. Have a great time.